My dear student, how are you today? I hope that you are all well at your house and you are attentive to your learning. My dear student, nowadays very serious because coronavirus has attacked us. Though coronavirus is a very serious disease, but a remission has for us. Our government has told us to go here and there with very carefully. We go outside taking mask, and when we talk another person, we use mask, and we should keep distance 6 feet. My dear student, now it is overtime. Though it is overtime, I am giving to you a lesson from class 9 English first paper. The topic name is the Maldives. My dear student, you see the unit 6 and lesson 3. You find out page number 80. Here you see the Maldives. I have written the topic name on the blackboard. Class 9 English first paper, the Maldives. My dear student, Maldives are total some island country. Maldives is an island country. My dear student, before discussing the text, I shall explain the word meaning to you. Listen to me very carefully, my dear student. Here some words are given. Blackboard. You see here three parts. The word meaning. I have written mass word meaning on the blackboard, and you see very carefully. You see very carefully, my dear student. You see the left corner of the blackboard. Left corner, I moved the camera to the left side. Here some word meaning, my dear student. You see with very carefully, and if you have the textbook, you can see the textbook. My dear student, here republic. Here the word republic. Republic means প্রজাতন্ত্র. Here in প্রজাতন্ত্রের অর্থ হলো এই যে কোন দেশের শাসন ব্যবস্থা প্রজাদের হাতে থাকে। কিভাবে? প্রজারা ভোট দিয়ে সরকার নির্বাচন করে। প্রত্যেকে প্রজা, আবার প্রত্যেকে রাজা। এই হলো সিস্টেম। প্রত্যেকে রাষ্ট্রপতি দাঁড়াতে পারে, যাদের এবং প্রধানমন্ত্রী হতে পারে, প্রত্যেকে এমপি হতে পারে, চেয়ারম্যান হতে পারে। যার যোগ্যতা আছে, যে যত মানুষের কাছে প্রিয় হবে, সে তত ভোট পাবে। তাহলে আমরা প্রত্যেকে ভোটার এবং আমরা ভোট দিয়ে প্রতিনিধি তৈরি করি, আর ক্ষমতা হলো আমাদের হাতে। এটা প্রজাতন্ত্র। এটা আওয়ার কান্ট্রি, দি পিপুলস রিপাবলিক অফ বাংলাদেশ, গণপ্রজাতন্ত্রী বাংলাদেশ সরকার আমাদের। এটা হলো প্রজাতন্ত্র। প্রজাতন্ত্র has declared Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. By the people, of the people, for the people. By the people, of the people, for the people. জনগণের দ্বারা সরকার, জনগণের সরকার এবং জনগণের জন্য সরকার। এটা হলো প্রজাতন্ত্র। My dear student, here another island. Island means deep. Island deep. Surrounding part of an island is water. That is deep. Clustered here গুচ্ছ. Clustered triangle meaning গুচ্ছ, bunch. Atolls বলয় আকৃতি দ্বীপ. Atolls বলয় আকৃতি দ্বীপ. বলয় আকৃতি দ্বীপ. Ring shape গোলাকৃতি, আংটির মতো আকার, আংটির মতো আকার। Shape is righted like a ring. Coral প্রবাল, coral প্রবাল। Spout reef প্রবাল প্রাচীর। Underwater reef. Stream রশি, chain cord. Space পরিসর, area space. Surrounded পরিবেষ্টিত, surrounded here পরিবেষ্টিত। Set sail পাল তোলা, অথবা start. Here earliest আদি অরিজিনাল। সেটেলার্স বসতি স্থাপন করা। ডুয়েলার প্রবাবলি সম্ভবত, পসিবিলিটি। সেঞ্চুরিজ শতাব্দী ধরে। অরিজিনালি মূলত, that is root. Converted রূপান্তরিত, চেঞ্জ। ফেমাস বিখ্যাত, renowned, ফেমাস বিখ্যাত, renowned. হিস্টোরিয়ান ঐতিহাসিক। Those who write the past event, they are the historians. Scholar পণ্ডিত, wise man. My dear student, listen to me very carefully. Traveler ভ্রমণ করা। Tourist, they are the tourist. Conquer জয় করা। Conquer means জয় করা। Rule শাসন করা। Administrate. Govern শাসন করা। Independent স্বাধীনতা। Islamic সালতানাত মুসলিম সুলতান। British colony ব্রিটিশ উপনিবেশ। British was the colonial government of our subcontinent. They ruled the country 190 years and they exploit us so much. My dear student, replace পুনঃস্থাপন। Republic. I have written this word before. My dear student, another some words that I have not written on the blackboard. Here you see. Here present, present বর্তমান। Famous. I have written the famous here, renowned person. Tourist ভ্রমণকারী। Destination গন্তব্য। Heavenly স্বর্গীয়। Beaches তীর, banks. Lagoons উপহ্রদ। Luxurious বিলাসবহুল। Opulent. Holiday পবিত্র দিন। লোয়েস্ট সর্বনিম্ন, আনফরচুনেটলি দুর্ভাগ্যবশত, আইডাইলিক শান্ত মনোরম, কাল্ম, ন্যাচারাল প্রাকৃতিক, বিউটি সৌন্দর্য, থ্রেট হুমকি, রাইজিং উদীয়মান অথবা উত্থিত হওয়া, গ্লোবাল বিশ্বব্যাপী, ওয়ার্মিং উষ্ণতা, লেগুন উপরত, পুল পন্ড, অ্যাবভ উপরে, সি মহাসাগর, সুনামি হলো সমুদ্রে যখন ঝড় সৃষ্টি হয়, যখন সমুদ্রে নিম্নচাপ হয়, তখন নিম্নচাপের কারণে প্রবল বায়ুস্রোতের সাথে প্রবল ঢেউ উঠে আসে এবং জনগণের ভিতরে আসে, ডুয়েলারদের ভিতরে আসে, যেখানে জনগোষ্ঠী আছে সেখানে আসে এবং সমুদ্র উপকূলে এসে এরা অনেক উচ্চতায় এসে সবগুলো ধ্বংস করে দেয়। একে সুনামি বলা হয়। প্লাবিত হওয়া, ওয়াটার গেদার্ড টু দ্য সেটেলার্স। গভর্নমেন্ট সরকার, অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেটর অফ দ্য কান্ট্রি। পারচেস ক্রয় করা, বাই প্রিডিকশন ভবিষ্যৎবাণী, প্রফেসি রিসেটেলিং পুনঃবসতি, হাইলাইট তুলে ধরা, স্ট্রিং রশি, দড়ি, কর্ড, ওয়ার্মিং উষ্ণ হওয়া, থ্রেট হুমকি, ইন্টিমিডেশন, ক্যাবিনেট মিটিং মন্ত্রিসভার মিটিং, আন্ডার ওয়াটার পানির নিচে মন্ত্রিসভার মিটিং, ব্লু গ্রিন লেগুন নীল সবুজ উপহ্রদ, ডকুমেন্টস রেকর্ড, এমিশন নির্গমন। My dear student, I have finished the explaining the difficult words, my dear student. Now, my dear student, here you see stage A, 3 question here. This question is to pair work. Your student, if you are in the class, I can operate the class. Now, my dear student, you and your friend are two are classmates. You tell your friend, ask your friend the first question. Have you ever visited any island or seen any island on TV? Yes, I have seen the island on the TV. And you ask your friend, have you ever heard of Coral Island? If there are any Coral Island in Bangladesh? My student, yes, we have heard the Coral Island. That is in Saint Martin. Coral Island in Saint Martin in Bangladesh. What do you know about Maldives? Your person and your friend answer that Maldives is a island country. There are many islands there. Island country, my dear student. Now, my dear stage B, I read the passage. Listen to me very carefully, my dear student. I read the passage. Listen to me very carefully. The Republic of Maldives is an island country in the Indian Ocean. It has 1,199 islands that are clustered into 26 major atolls. An atoll is a ring-shaped coral reef or a string of closely spaced coral islands. The natural coral reef of the Maldives are surrounded by the sea all around and stand out as a pearl in the Indian Ocean. The Maldives is the 8th smallest country in the world with an area of only 300 square kilometers. It is the smallest Asian country in terms of population and size. People have been living on this island of the Maldives for nearly 3,000 years. They set sail from different parts of the world, Asia, Arabia, Europe and America, to come to this island. The earliest settlers of the Maldives are probably from southern India and Sri Lanka, who came to this island in the 4th and 15th centuries BC. In the 12th century AD, sailors from East Africa and Arab countries came to the Maldives. As a result, the Maldivians, who were originally Buddhist, were converted to Sunni Muslim in the mid-12th century. In 1344, Ibn Battuta, a famous Arab historian and scholar, traveled around the Maldives. In the 16th century, the Portuguese conquered the Maldives and ruled the country for 15 years. Although governed as an independent Islamic sultanate for most of its history from 1150 to 1968, the Maldives was a British colony from 1887 to 1965. Following independence from Britain in 1965, the Sultanate continued to operate for another 3 years. On November 11, 1968, the Sultanate was abolished and replaced by a republic, and the country assumed its present name. The Maldives is famous as a tourist destination because of its pleasant weather, heavenly beaches and lagoons, luxurious holiday resorts and the peace-loving people. The Maldives was ranked as the best country for beautiful beaches and facilities for recreation in 2008. The Maldives is well known for being the lowest country in the world. Unfortunately, this small country with idyllic natural beauty is under threat from rising sea level due to global warming. Most of the country is just 1.5 meters above sea level with the highest point of 2.3 meters. Many predictions have been made with respect to Maldives being swept away by the rising water level in the Indian Ocean. When the power tsunami of 2004 hit the island nation, many of island's dry parts were flooded by the seawater. The government of the Maldives has begun to purchase land from nearby countries for resettling its people in case the island go underwater. In order to highlight the threat of global warming to its low-lying islands, the government of Maldives has held a cabinet meeting underwater in 2009. That was the first ever underwater cabinet meeting in the world. The meeting took place about 5 meters underwater in a blue-green lagoon on a small island. While underwater, the cabinet falling on all cut their carbon emissions. My dear student, I have finished the reading the text, my dear student. My dear student, now I ask you some question here, my dear student. What is atolls? What is atolls? Atolls is ring-shaped coral reef. Atolls is ring-shaped coral reef. How many countries in the world are smaller than the Maldives in size? My dear student, Maldives is the 8th smallest country and before 7th smallest country in the world, my dear student. When was Islam introduced in the Maldives? Islam introduced in the Maldives in 12th centuries. Islam introduced in Maldives 12th centuries. What makes the Maldives an ideal place for tourists? My dear student, here weather is fine, beach is fine, and lagoons and luxurious and holiday resorts, peace-loving people, my dear student. If you read the passage, you can answer easily, my dear student. You read, here some question, here model question here, and another question may be produced by the teacher, my dear student. If you read the passage, what question ask you, you can answer. All the passage you should write it. It is only the model question has given on the textbook, my dear student. I give the model question to you. If I ask you, sir, if you are in the class, I can ask the another question, my dear student. I am teaching you, taking the model. What danger of climate change might affect the Maldives, my dear student? Here the danger very. Sometimes it's flooded because water level is high 1.5 meters only. When tsunami came, 2004 tsunami has come there and washed away the land, Maldives, my dear student. For this, the government purchase the land from another country when this danger climate come, my dear student. Do you support the idea of having cabinet meeting underwater? What could be the reason for holding such a strange meeting? My dear student, it is the Maldives have arranged the first meeting of the world underwater. It is 5-meter underwater meeting, cabinet meeting. যেখানে মন্ত্রীরা মিটিং করে এবং মন্ত্রীরা পানির 5 মিটার নিচেই তারা মিটিং করেছিল এবং তারা মিটিংয়ে সই করেছিল এই যে কার্বন নির্গমন বন্ধ করতে হবে। এটা বিষয় ছিল, প্রধান বিষয় ছিল কার্বন নির্গমনটা বন্ধ করতে হবে, মাই ডিয়ার স্টুডেন্ট। Here, my dear student, stage D, complete the table. My dear student, you find the happening why and how, and when you find a question in your question book. This type of question here. My dear, time facts. Here, time and facts. D. You see your textbook and fill in the blanks, my dear student. 14th and 15th centuries, the early inhabitants of the Maldives arrived and settled from southern India and Sri Lanka. 12th century, the sailors from African and Arab countries started to settle in the islands. Buddhism was replaced by Islam. Here, blank is replaced. Here, blank is 1344. 1344. Here, my dear student, blank. A famous scholar and historian named Ibn Battuta visited the island of Maldives, my dear student. Here another is 16th century, the Portuguese occupied the Maldives and became the ruler of the country for 15 years. 1887, beginning of the British colonial era. British colonial era, my dear student. 1887. Beginning the British colonial. In our subcontinent, British came in 1757 সালে এখানে আসে, ব্রিটিশরা আসে এবং 1947 সালে এই 190 বছর তারা আমাদের দেশের সাথে শাসন করেছিল, মাই ডিয়ার স্টুডেন্ট। আর এদের এসেছিল কি 1887 সালে এখানে এসেছিল ব্রিটিশ গভর্নমেন্ট। My student, 1965, here blank is 1965, Maldives became independent from the British rule. 1965, here 1965, 87, 13 years and 35. 13 years, 35. তাহলে কত 48, here 48 বছর তাদেরকে শাসন করেছিল। 1968, end of Islamic Sultanate and the British of Republic Maldives and the birth of Republic Maldives. 1968 and Islamic Sultanate and birth of the Republic Maldives, my dear student. republic. Before 1968, the land was a king ruler. The land was a king ruling land. But after 1968, it became the republic government, Ganaprojatantri government আসলো. And the student. Here, my student, you see, stage E. Say if statement are true or false. Give the correct information in case of false statement. My student, only 7 countries in the world are smaller in size than the Maldives. It is true. Smaller. Maldives is 7টা দেশ ছোট আছে. এটা true. Number 2, no other South Asian sanctuary has population smaller than Maldives. Here, true. My student, number 3, the island of Maldives were inhabited in the 12th century, my dear student. Here, 14 to 15th century, my dear student. 14 to 15th century. My student, number 4, the Maldives was an independent Islamic Sultanate from 1153 to 1968. My student, here 1887 to 1965, my dear student. 1965. Here 1887 to 1965, the correct answer, my dear student. The Maldives was ranked as the 2nd best country of natural beauty in 2008. And this is false. And this is natural beauty. This is same beach, fine beach, faithful requirement, recreation, friendly recreation. This is friendly recreation, natural beauty. Beach is long and beach is fine and friendly recreation here and friendly population here. My dear student, I have finished the reading my teaching. My student, I want to tell you, I am giving the class daily because I am a teacher. It is my duty to deliver my speech. We have much opportunity to giving the teaching to you, because our beneficent government has given us facility to spread the lesson to you. For this, I am giving the teaching to you, my dear student. It is a very opportunity for us. I am a teacher, our government give me benefit, and it is my duty to spread my lesson to you, my learning to you, what I learn. It is my duty to give the lesson to you, because you are now idle, you are now lazily sitting at the house. My dear student, you have gathered books in your house, but if you don't get advice from the teacher, you can't gather knowledge, my dear student. I am now, my dear student, I want to tell you, you will search the class from the teacher in YouTube or Facebook. I have a YouTube channel. That is, my YouTube channel is Md.Alauddin, and Md.Alauddin's টিচার অফ গোগা কালিয়ানি সেকেন্ডারি স্কুল। ওখানে ইংলিশ আর জিওগ্রাফি দিয়ে তোমরা সার্চ করলে ইউটিউব চ্যানেলটা পেয়ে যাবে, এবং ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে অনেক আছে যেগুলো প্রয়োজন সেগুলো তোমরা পড়বে। My dear student, now I want to advise you, you should keep the social distances to get inspired from the coronavirus, and without need you don't go out of your house, my dear student. There is no time, my dear student. I finished my teaching. Thank you so much.